Hello everyone, my name is Molly, and today I am very excited to do this video. I've been waiting to do it for a while, and that is the Teen Wolf tag. If you can't tell, I have my Team Wolf shirt on. Team Wolf. I don't know if you can see it. Team Wolf was this campaign that they ran for the end of the show, and so I got a shirt. I will link the original creator of the tag down below, but I just have some questions to answer, so let's do this. First question is, when did you start watching Teen Wolf? I started watching Teen Wolf after the Maze Runner movie came out. So that was in, 2014? I saw the Maze Runner movie and I was like, I love Dylan O'Brien. And then I looked up anything he was in, and then I saw he was in Teen Wolf, and I had heard of the show before, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I found it on Amazon Prime, I watched it, it was amazing, I fell into the trap that is Teen Wolf. 2, what was your first thought watching Teen Wolf for the first time? Honestly, my first thought was, wow, Dylan O'Brien looks really different. Because I saw him in the Maze Runner, and he's older, and he has a different hairstyle, and he's leaner and taller and just like so different from the first season of Teen Wolf, and so I was like, whoa, he looks different. Number 3, what are your 2 favorite ships on Teen Wolf? My 2 favorite ships are, of course, Stydia, because they are my babies and I've loved them since before the show even started. Like, I had seen edits of them and I was like, I love these 2, and then I actually watched the show and I was like, oh my god. And then they finally became canon, and I was crying because I was like, after so long, they're finally together, it's finally happening. And my second ship is actually kind of an original ship. Like, I haven't heard many people talk about this ship, and that is Maury, Mason, and Corey. I love Skira, and I liked Skallison, and I liked Elizac, and like I liked all the ships, honestly. But Maury is like my second favorite ship. They are just the cutest ever. Second to Stydia, of course. I love Mason and Corey because they're an actual relationship. Like, Stydia was a lot of angst and just moments where you're like, oh my god, they're in the same room. And then like Mason and Corey were actually like, they kissed, they dated, they were just a thing. Question 4. Who is your favorite character? Styles. I'm such like a Dylan O'Brien girl, but like Styles. Honestly, I love him. He's my favorite character by far. He's so funny, but he's also so strong, and he's come such a long way, and I love him. Second to Styles is really, really hard. I love Lydia, but I also love Scott. Lydia would probably be second, honestly, but I also love Scott, and I also love Corey. So it's probably a tie for second between like Corey and Lydia. And then Styles is first. And then Scott is probably third. Oh, and Derek. I forgot about Derek. Oh, I love him too. Alright, so it's a 3-way tie for second with Derek, Corey, and Lydia. I love them all equally. And then Styles just like a little bit more because he's Styles. Question 5 is, what is your favorite episode and favorite season? My favorite season by far is 3B. Even though Styles was hurt so much in that season, I think this season was amazing. It was so good. It was so good. The way the storyline flowed, and the characters, and the camera work, everything just made it amazing. And my favorite episode is Divine Move, which is the last episode of that season. I love the scene where he's coming down the hallway and he's like, I'm 1,000 years old, you can't kill me. Like, there's just something about that scene that just, I love it so much. My second favorite episode is probably when they break Lydia out of Eichen House, which is in season 5. I think it's episode like 16 or 17. And then I also love season 2, episode 4, when Derek and Styles are stuck in the swimming pool. Question 6 is, what is your favorite moment from each of your favorite ships? God, this one's hard. I love when Stydia became canon. That scene was just amazing. Like, I don't think it could have been any more perfect. Oh, there's so many good ones to choose from. I love the scene when they broke Lydia out of Eichen House and they're at Deaton's and he's like holding her face and he's like, wake up Lydia, wake up, and then she wakes up and she's like, Styles, save me. I love that episode and that scene. I love his speech at the beginning of season 6 when he's like, remember I love you. Who doesn't love that scene, honestly? So yeah, those are probably my favorite scenes, but I love every scene that they're in together, and I'm probably forgetting some. As far as Maury, I love the scene when they kiss, and I think it was Mason who's like, stay. survive with me. You know, that was really cute. I loved the whole thing when Mason was the beast and Corey was protecting him from the pack even though we could have helped him, you know. It was just cute that he was so like, no, I have to protect Mason. Like that, I just found so adorable. Most of their scenes, I just think are the cutest. 7. What are some of your favorite outfit looks on Teen Wolf? I love Styles' plaids because I wear plaids all the time. So I love his plaids and his flannels. But as far as girl looks go, I love the way Lydia dresses. I don't dress like that. So personally, I wouldn't wear her outfits, but I love the way they look. And I wish I dressed like that. My favorite outfits that are most like what I would wear besides Styles' plaids are probably Malia's outfits. I feel like I'm closest to her type of style. Styles' plaids are my favorite. I also love Lydia's outfits, but I don't dress like her, I dress like Malia. 8. What is your favorite Teen Wolf quote? This is really hard. I have a lot of favorite quotes. I love most of what Styles says to Lydia. As far as like non-ship wise, my favorite is probably the scene where Scott is under the influence of the full moon and he tries to kill himself with the flare, and Styles is like, you're my brother, and if you're going, you're taking me with you. That scene is so powerful, and those quotes are just so emotional, and so I love those quotes. I love be your own anchor. So yeah, most of the like emotional, inspirational quotes stick with me, but I also love like just the ship quote. 9. Which character's development and journey are you most proud of? There's so many. Lydia definitely had the most character development out of anyone on the show, so I'm really proud that she's come that far because she went from being like one of the most hated characters to one of the most loved. So I'm really proud of her character development, but I have to say I think Scott's character development is awesome. And not necessarily development as a character, but development in the way he handles situations. Scott always had it in him, like all these leadership qualities and all this caring empathy were always inside of him, but he really learned how to use those and how to wield that power, and so I'm really proud of the way he's progressed. I'm really proud of him, but I'm also really proud of Lydia. The 10th and final question is, where do you see the characters in 10 years? I definitely see Styles and Lydia, like, married, and I don't know if they'll have a kid yet, but they'll definitely have kids. Scott will be a vet in Beacon Hills. I don't think any of them will leave Beacon Hills, honestly, and if they do, they'll always come back to visit. Maybe Styles will be like the sheriff of Beacon Hills, take over his dad's job, and Lydia will be a teacher. But I think they'll also help train creatures, not necessarily just werewolves, but like banshees and kitsunes and everything under the sun that they've dealt with. I don't know who Scott will end up with in the end. Kira's not dead, so I hold out hope for her. So I definitely see them all together in Beacon Hills. They'll just be helping people. I don't think they'll ever stop helping people. So with that emotional note, we will end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you're a Teen Wolf fan. I tag all of you because if you do like Teen Wolf, you should do this tag. I try to upload a video every week. If you like my videos, then subscribe, and I'll see you next time.